Hey guys, welcome in. I promise to make this a quick video. I just ran through it and it was over 12 minutes long. Plus the dog started barking in the middle of it. So now that I'm covering, I know what to cover and show you guys. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. So yes, weekly. Um, the first thing that stands out to me is we close below this weekly FEG, which normally you would want to target these ES lows. However, if you look at NQ weekly, you see we took my level that I predicted would get taken. Eventually was that 1563 level right here, which were AM lows and from the New York session back on I don't remember what call it. It was early July from this, and so it's weekly liquidity as well. Um, so that's the first thing that I noticed. So I don't like we could have a weekly SMT here where NQ takes the lows, ES doesn't take those lows, and then we can start to retrace back higher. So this may not mean much since NQ took those lows. Uh, another thing that stands out to me that makes me a little more bullish going into next week. So look at this order block from ES Weekly. So remember order block. This is an order block right here. Then you have this other order block that formed above this order block. This makes your propulsion block, where you expect the next candle to, accelerate higher. Uh, this is not random. Look, uh, look where it happens when we hit the CE or the middle of this order block. It's exactly where we bounced from today. So if you look at, yeah, the low is 49.50. I mean, you can't get much closer than that. So you see we hit 44.60 right here and bounced. So another thing to pay attention to is this. So remember yesterday, if you guys watched the video, I mentioned I'll show you ES daily and NQ 4 hour. So remember I said I expected NQ to take these lows, which they did today, and ES probably would not come down to the same level that NQ was at here. Uh, NQ or ES wasn't going to come down to 44.11, but I mean it still could, but it looks very unlikely at this point because NQ took the lows, and remember I said NQ takes these lows, that puts ES probably right in the middle of this fair value gap. The very bottom one, remember, you always want to look for longs in discount, which is under the zero point 0.5 fib. You see we are well under it, and this is the very last chance for ES to hold and go higher before it would eventually retrace to 44.11 if it would close below this. But I don't think we're going to get that far. So looking at this, remember I just showed you the propulsion block on ES. If we draw the Fibonacci from the top of the FEG to the bottom of it, look at this. CE or the middle of this daily FEG while also hitting the weekly CE of this weekly order block. This is not random. So there's an obvious reason that we bounced today from these levels. It could be up, it could be just to go up higher and take some kind of, liquidity level up top here, hit some kind of, hourly FEG. Maybe it's to come back up here and then go, lower. But as of right now, where ES bounced from today, it's got it it's got my bullish side tingling a lot more than my bearish side. Even though I still think NQ could come down to this 1520 level, just because it's so close here. Why would it not just come down here? Because you see this 4 hour level, we have low, higher low, another higher low, and then another higher low. So there are four sets of stop orders sitting here that are ready to be taken that price probably wants to draw towards. So it just seems a little sketch that we would leave this here and then just hit this and go higher. So Still a little skeptical, looking for longs right now until this 1520 level hits. But the most important thing to take away from this is we do not have to hit this level. We do not have to. Like we already took this low, which is an AM low, and this low, which is in AM low. So we do not have to. Plus, NQ has got like, yeah, it's hard to really draw, but like you see, it's got this LR starting to build up here. Like when this starts going, you wait for your displacement up that forms an FEG. You wait for your market structure shift, your retrace back into an FEG, and then you can target the highs. Obviously, you wouldn't take along for 600 points, back to these highs. You would find smaller time frame setups in that area to confirm your bias was bullish. So we just going into Sunday, we just need a little more. We need a little more action to show us and prove to us that we're bullish. You see, we have this on NQ. ES is a little more. It's not as clean, but it's there. So I mean, I expect this to get ran like soon. Like as soon as we turn around, like we're gonna run probably right back to 4600. Remember we have this gap, sitting up here, right at 4600, which is gonna get filled eventually, but we just got to find the right times. Once we confirm on the higher time frame that we are displacing up, we're getting FVGs on the higher time frame below. Then we know, like, okay, price is most likely drawing back to this gap, and we can look for long positions. So that's where we're going into Sunday. I need to see some more confirmation. ES this afternoon was a bit sloppy, as I'm sure you guys seen. Granted, I mean, you see we did break some 15s, but then we closed below, closed back above, like just sloppy price action that you don't want to trade. So, see we left equal lows down here, there's equal highs above, just very sloppy price action on a Friday. So with that, yeah, I mean, we just need some more candles to confirm. Like this does look good, to continue. Besides this, this is very algorithmic. Like this could easily, same thing like with NQ with its LR, and a nice straight line to go higher here. And ES has this on a 15 where it could easily keep on going, and then once it breaks, it just hits stop order, stop order, stop order, and that domino effect takes us right back to 4460. So still very 50-50 going into Sunday. Need to see some more hourly candles come Monday morning to really confirm what's going to happen. So I don't really have a bias. Like I said, I'm still leaning like 60-40 bullish, but I don't want to say anything until some more candles happen. So as long as this 15 continues to hold though on ES, I'm not sure what NQ's looks like. NQ I think looked a little bit weaker maybe. Eh, still not. Still, it's still just this is sloppy. So it's nothing to take trades off of right now. So with that, yeah, we just need more time, but leaning a little bit more bullish. But it's very possible NQ takes that 15-20 level first before going higher. So with that, today we took there was four alerts for trades today. I don't know if it really makes sense to go over all of them, just because all four hit. This was probably the best one. I think it was. No, that wasn't it. We had one. So our first one was at 10:08 this morning. Here we'll go to a 5-minute time frame. We'll get rid of this. I'll show you guys what happened. So this morning uh, we were after 44.85, and it was at 10 o'clock. Okay, yeah, yeah. I noticed we had this little downtrend here. This little LR forming. We took some lows here, and then we caught this bounce. I was like, we were up here, and I was like, we're gonna wait. And I was like, okay, wait for 44.73, and then you can enter. And I said put your stop loss below it at 67, just below this candle. And then I was like, all right, we're gonna target 44.85. So we got to back to this level at 44.80. We went to break even and we trimmed, and then we awaited for 44.85, and you can see we just went for this first high. We didn't target the very high. You know, you obviously see like these little downtrends. They always get, not always. Sorry, that's a bad word to use in a trading, but you can see we just targeted this first high, and we got out. So that was the first trade. Real easy trade. Let's see, and then our next trade was at 12:02 today. Let's see if we can figure out what it was. So I think it was in here. Might have been on a smaller time frame. But basically, we took. Oh, this is when we took a short position this morning. So yes, long 44.78. Okay, so yeah, guys, I'm not gonna go through all four trades. All four of them were profitable today. We did take the short today that we trimmed, and then we went to break even, and then we got stopped. But the the one trade that I do want to go over that worked out very well today, we went long at 44.76, and we rode it up to 44.85, which I mean, it may sound like not a lot, 9 points on ES, but 9 points on ES is quite a bit. You usually always aim for 5 points, but catching nine is a nice chunk of cash for ES. So let's see where we found that at. So I believe it was, let's see, it was at 107. We were in a long position already, and we got stopped at break even. I was like, okay, if we get stopped at break even, wait until we really retrace into a fair value gap, which we got at 107, so it'd be 207. So our first trade was we longed this. Uh, no, this was the trade that we took. So we took this trade, and then I was like, okay, we were in a long position from here, and we caught longs here, we got up to here, and then we got stopped at break even. So, and then we took these lows right here. We took these equal lows that are sitting right here, and you see we took these equal lows. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, we took these equal lows. We broke this 5 minute bearish fair value. You see we closed above. We wait and then we waited for the retest. And I was like, you can buy 44.76. You can't get a much better entry than that. 44.75, 75. I mean, so we took a long entry there, and then we ended up trimming at. We went to break even here at 44.82 and trimmed at this level, and then we trimmed at 44.85, and then we were targeting 44. We were targeting these 44.93 highs with runners. You can see we never got them, but you see we left equal highs here at 44.8850 and 44.93, which then it keeps another bullish stance that we left these equal highs up here. But yeah, so I mean we caught 44.76 from the bottom up to 44.85. Again, another 9 points. I think I did the math. We caught 29 points on ES today, which is absolutely awesome. So I mean, any day you can catch that, you're going to be a very profitable trader. So very proud of that. Hope you guys took a lot of those trades and made some money today. And with that, I will see you guys Sunday. I'll try to have a video out and hope you guys have a safe and very fun weekend. We'll see you Monday.